Well, on that occasion, it's not a bad Manchester City side that comes out, though. They haven't exactly sent out a load of kids. We'll get to the team news shortly. The highly rated Alfie May are among those left on the bench. We think that they'll have an extra player in midfield. Northern Ireland international Dion Charles returns to the front line. Changes, but it's not a rookie team. Nico O'Reilly and Phil Foden are the two who stay in from the Arsenal game. Erling Haaland has a sore back. Are in the blue and white. 5 clubs from the Premier League have been dumped out of this competition by sides who play in lower divisions. Huddersfield will be hoping to add the name of Manchester City.
Almost in a back 6 as Manchester City probe him and Harness back alongside the fullbacks.
Rico Lewis, who made the burst forward from a midfield position, which is apparently what he prefers to play in. Of course, we've seen him just about everywhere. Well, there's your passes, 108 already completed by City.
I wouldn't imagine it goes into 4 figures too frequently, but we may see that tonight.
And they have a couple of big guys to come up as well. Corner goes towards the back post, and it's won by a City player.
I suppose these scenarios are the ones you expect the League One side to be able to.
Foden turns, gets it back again, now he shoots, what a goal, Phil Foden! Well, they had to be patient, but then they found their way through, and the quality shone through. It was accurate, it was powerful, and it was unstoppable.
Springs to his left-hand side, but he's not going to stop that. It arrows into the corner, patient again from City, and then Foden just speeds up, quick, 1-2 with the young lad, Mikasa, and then a thrilling finish. Gets real pace on it, and it's into the side netting. Nichols is not going to get a touch on that, unfortunately for him. Turning away from him all the time, and Foden just keeps on impressing. Yeah, the fans applaud the team off, but they'll want to see a little bit more attacking impetus, I'm sure.
Well, the first half was illuminated by a little bit of Phil Foden magic. 22-year-old and a player who would be thinking of going to the World Cup, so an interesting situation that he finds himself in. Savinho towards the edge of the penalty area, then he pulls the trigger and it was off the target.
Just drew the attention of Voss to track him, and it allowed that space to open up.
O'Reilly to Savinho. Nico Gonzalez, and O'Reilly breaks through. Here's an opportunity. Really good save by Nichols.
Midfield. Look at the space, and then he executes the pass inside Sorensen. Yeah. He was going to go for the intro dink. He read it really well.
Redmond gets the ball through one way or another to Charles. Huddersfield have a free kick that's launched towards the penalty area and headed on, and it was an opportunity, it was a tough opportunity. Savinho to Foden, on the outside of the boots he finds Oscar Bob. Nunez, he gets inside of Redmond this time, Bob, and lifts his cross to the back post. Feeney's header will drop into the penalty area. Well struck by Mukasa.
A few occasions he's been able to make inroads. Gets to the byline, lovely stand-up. Perfectly positioned, really. Feeney deals with it excellently, but can only steer it towards a City player. A purchase on that, Mukasa.
And here he goes again, the 18-year-old. Rowan puts it in close to the goal.
You know he's going to be one of the more aggressive attacking the ball. He's completely unmarshalled with.
Gonzalez sees a little gap. They get vertically up the pitch quickly this time, City, and Oscar Bob pulls the trigger. Another good save by Lee Nichols.
I just wondered as to whether Foden could drive there once he got turned on the ball. He's been waiting for an opportunity to find space. He found it there. and Lewis. I mean, they've essentially been the two players playing, I would say, unfamiliar roles, but they're both midfielders by trade, I believe. O'Reilly certainly. Too many opportunities to create or shoot.
Savinho. Work it to Nunes in the penalty area. He tries a shot. Then a little bit of pinball comes to Foden again. Now Savinho, can he get a shot away? Yes, he can. What a finish, what a goal. The quality has shone through, and Manchester City surely doing enough to go through.
Well, it certainly felt like it's been coming. Still goal in the first half. It actually could have been shifted a little bit quicker by Phil Foden. He takes a touch, ricocheting around, takes that touch, surveys his options, and Savinho's still got Sorensen to breach and the goalkeeper Nichols, but it's pure power, smashes it off the underside of the bar. It's a really good finish from Savinho, who's looked in the mood since the break, and City now with that cushion, surely for a safe passage into the next round.
Nico Gonzalez being pursued by Radulovic, but he gets it through to Lewis. And Savinho again, to the penalty area again, chops inside of Sway. Nico Gonzalez urged to shoot, there was power in that, but it was over the top. Now John Stones. Johnny Randers made the forward run again, goes wide to Regan Heskey. Phillips comes in, isn't able to win the ball back. Sway can lead a counter-attack now for Huddersfield Town. Radulovic going through the middle, he goes wide to Cameron Ashia. Can he get a shot away? Yes, he can! He's so unlucky off the post, it comes back his way. And Huddersfield have gone close to making a game of it there.
And Sway used it beautifully, and I think I'm right in saying that Ashia, had this gone in, it was a carbon copy of the goal he got against Leicester in this competition a month or so ago. This is clearly a strong suit, coming infield on his right.
Rowan. Back into the penalty area. Renders to Regan Heskey. He comes inside, can he get a shot away? He can, and Nichols gets down and beats it away.
He uses that decoy run from Reinders down the outside, and Nichols comfortable parrying it to safety.
There's plenty of things to compliment his players on. They put a lot of effort in, they put a strong shift in, and they come up against a very, very good team. Ultimately, Manchester City had too much.